Today on PFDAuto, it's science time. We've got some dry ice. I'll throw it in this car, see if we can't get this sound deadening out. So let's tear out the rest of the interior, bag this stuff up, see what happens. That is how stuck down these vents are to the floor. You can see, broke nothing. It's just stuck. Ooh. The joys of such an old car. So nothing like seeing what the original colors look like. Look at the difference in that. That's what color it's supposed to be. That's what color it ended up after, I don't know, a lot of years. Car's a 92. You can do the math. Gonna try to keep this intact the best I can. Maybe clean it. There's some foam on the back of these. I don't think comes with the new ones, if you can get a new one. But the back is pretty tore up. It's just crumbling apart. Not sure what I'm going to be able to do with this, but we won't trash it just yet. Now that I've got all this carpet out, got all this stuff exposed, next thing I'm going to have to do is run down to the store, get some dry ice. I'm going to peel off what I can and get out some of this wiring that I don't need, hopefully. And then drop a bunch of dry ice in here, give it some time, and hopefully just be able to pull this stuff out. Gonna have to get some new seals and things. There's like a little rubber gasket there. Also gonna have to try to pull these channels up without breaking them. I'm not gonna move the wiring. I've done enough of that, and you see what that gets me. So off to the store, come back, this stuff up. We can see if the dry ice trick actually works. Alright, so we got everything cleared out. Now it's time to get some dry ice ready. So I just went down to my local HEB, bought 40 pounds of ice. Probably didn't need that much, but hopefully it's enough to get this done. Alright, so we got our cooler full of dry ice here. Got our hammer. I've seen a couple of methods. What I'm going to try is put some of this in a bag, break it up with a hammer, let it sit on the sound deadening. It should make it rock hard. And you hit it with said hammer, it breaks up and chips off into pieces that we can get out easily. Since I have no idea what I'm doing, I bought a whole bunch of this stuff. It is a tiny bit dangerous. Definitely want to wear some gloves. Probably shouldn't be wearing shorts. But we're going to be careful. We're going to see if this works. So I was able to get 10-pound blocks. So that's what we're going to start with. You can see it's already steaming away. I'm going to leave it in this plastic, throw it in this bag, hit it with a hammer, see what happens. Oh, even through these gloves, you can tell it's cold. All right, I've got this broke up pretty fine. Downside to that is it is going to not melt, because it doesn't melt, but it's going to evaporate a lot faster. Plus side is that it'll cover a little bit more area and should be easier to move. It's been about 5 or 7 minutes, not quite sure. The ice has just been sitting there. Hopefully. Looks nice and frosty. No. Alright, so what I read actually was to dump it straight on here and move it around. I don't know if I'm going to do that. It's real cold. But I saw a video. They said to use rubbing alcohol and dry ice. So we'll give this a couple more minutes. If it doesn't work, we'll get some rubbing alcohol. It's been about 20 minutes. We're about to see if this does anything. Doesn't appear so. Well, it just looks like it's not cold enough. I can still touch it for a long period of time. So, I'm going to try just dumping some of this straight on there and see what happens. Nothing else. It's a nice little smoke show. It's supposed to get a smell out of stuff too, so maybe it'll calm some of that horsehair smell. That'd be nice. Then we've got this stuff here. It appears like it'll just peel right off. And I want rid of all of this stuff. Not too worried about paint, things like that, because we're just going to cover it back up with more sound deadening. I definitely want it gone. Look at that. Stuff peels right off. Alright, so we're back. Let's scoop some of this out of the way. See if it's done anything. It does not appear so. Might just be too cold or hot out here for this to actually work. Yeah, that's doing nothing. Nothing at all, apparently. I don't know. Maybe we'll try the rubbing alcohol. See if that does anything. Seems to be making this stuff Stick worse. I don't know. I just don't know. Because we're just going to go all in. This is an entire bag. It's 10 pounds dry ice. And I was watching some other videos, and they were suggesting that I use rubbing alcohol in conjunction with this. So that's what we're going to try. See if it does anything. Got some isopropyl. Just run-of-the-mill rubbing alcohol. Didn't say how much to use. It makes a nice little smoke show. The nice thing is all of this will just evaporate. The rubbing alcohol and the dry ice. So I guess we're just going to see what happens. Kind of interesting. I think I'm going to walk away while this does its thing, and I'll bring you back. See if it did anything. Well, it kind of works. Got some video of me chipping it out, but there was no audio. My mic died. So I just wanted to show you. I used way too much rubbing alcohol, obviously. Anywhere where the ice isn't touching immediately before you go after it, it just kind of peels off like that over there. So I'm going to try the other side and see if I can't continue on getting some of this stuff out. The rest of this, I'm going to have to use like a heat gun or something and peel it off or leave it. I don't know, but I don't want to get it on the plastic here because I'm sure this stuff will just break. I guess I could kind of tape it back, try to get underneath it, but then I've got edges and things. I don't know. I'm going to keep on. I'll show you what I did. But you don't want to watch it. It's boring and tedious. So here we go. Well, I think I've had it for today. I got myself a bucket of sound deadening. You can see we actually got some out. I didn't even try up here today. I just didn't get that far. And it kind of works. Over there though, where you can see like here up at the top, you'll see there's some glue left over. So when the stuff is hot and you've got an edge to pull on, it just kind of tears out of there. I mean, it's like rubbery goo. I don't know. So I think for this spot, that spot, I'm done with the dry ice. If I have some tomorrow, I might hit this spot. If I can get this out of the way. But I have been at this for hours. I mean, I think I started at, I don't know, 1 o'clock, 1:30. It's like 7. And this is what I managed to get done. I've still got a bunch of rubbing alcohol in here, which I'm kind of worried about. But, I mean, not really. So, I think that's enough for tonight. It's time for a cold drink, shower, because I am absolutely covered in this stuff from head to toe. It's all over my back. but a little bit of progress. Hopefully tomorrow, the rest of this stuff out, get that worked on. If there's any dry ice left, I don't know. We'll do something tomorrow, and I'll show you what I did. All right? Back at it again. Day 2. Showed you what we got done yesterday. Pretty much out of dry ice at this point. This is what I have left. What I'm hoping to do is get some of this broke up to where I can have a starting point. The rest of this stuff wants to peel, but I can't get it to peel until I can get an edge. So that's the goal for here today. Got some progress. This bay completely cleared out. I mean, I need to clean it up, but that bay, same thing. Got to get the fragments out, get it ready to put some new underlayment down, but they're all done. Didn't get a whole lot with the dry ice, the passenger front footwell, but I did get some edges where I can start to peel it up. Now, start working on that side, let this side warm up a little bit before I start peeling all of that out. Bay number 3 is down. It's hard to see with all these wires in the way. I got all of the floor goo out. Still need to get this stuff, foamy stuff. I think I'm going to try to find a plastic razor blade to get that out though. Get the rest of this off. But with this floor pan clean, the other two, it just leaves this one. That happens to be right in the sun. But we're going to get working on that, see if we can get some of this wiring propped up here. And go at it, because we're almost there. We are real close to having all of the sound deadening out of here. So, into the sun we go. I found out that if you can get an edge underneath this, you can just kind of peel at it. It is not easy, and it wrecks the floor. You can see all the scratch marks, but we are going to be able to get it out that way. So I'm going to do that. Will say the fact that it's, I don't know, 140 degrees out here, kind of helping. Makes this a little more gummy. It's a little hot to the touch, but it makes it peel off a lot easier. Of course, now we have to get underneath here to get that tore up too. Officially done with this part. If you notice the last clip cut out, it's because it's so hot in this car that my phone decided it couldn't record anymore. So I think we're gonna call it for today. This is what we got out. I'd say this weighs, oh, a good 20 some odd pounds, 30 pounds, which is, I don't know, probably 10 times less than what I anticipated it would weigh. We're definitely going to fill it up with probably 200 pounds of sound deadening. We want it to be real nice in here. I'm not too worried about how light the car is. It's already pretty light. You can see there's an engine sitting in this car. And it still looks like a 4x4. So we've taken quite a bit of weight out. Well, sound deadening project is done. Well, half done. It's tore out. We haven't put it back yet. Got some ideas on that. Probably going to do some stick down, maybe some matte. Not 100% sure yet, but I want it to be real quiet in this car when I'm done. I want it to be real comfortable. Basically a daily that I'm just not going to daily. So I'll let you know what happens with that. I'll show it to you. Probably show you how we put it in. Definitely show you when it's done. But for now, I'm going to go back inside. I am cooking out here. As always, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe. Really help me out. Otherwise, stay tuned for next time.